we are here for me to talk about a game that I have been enjoying, and I think you might enjoy this also. Not a full review, just a blurb of why I like this. All right, so this is a combination game. I have games by both these companies. This is the only game I have, I think, that's by both of them. I think it's the only one. And those two companies are Steve Jackson Games and Cryptozoic Entertainment. And they came together to bring us Batman, the animated series, the Dice Game. So, all right, I'll see you down at the table. And thank you so much for deciding to spend a little bit of your time here at Two Gun Pixie with us. So for today's episode of Tabletop Takeout Tuesday, I do want to talk about Batman, the animated series, the Dice Game. Now, this is a joint cooperation by Cryptozoic Entertainment and Steve Jackson Games. And it's built upon the engine of Zombie Dice, if you're familiar with that game. If you're not, don't worry, you'll understand it when you finish watching this episode. Now, just to open up, this game has very simple rules. They're easy to understand, they're easy to teach, they're fast to learn. And on top of the fact this is a fast play game, this game will take you under a half hour. This game will probably take you less than 15 minutes as soon as you know what you're doing. And it doesn't take long to know what you're doing in this game. Of course, one of the reasons why I love this game is because it is such an iconic character. Not only is it the Batman, but it's from one of the most well-loved franchises in the Batman IP, so to speak, and that's the animated series. I fondly enjoy it. I always had since it first came out. It's a perfect setting. It really is, for the stories that they were trying to tell. And using that as the setting for this game is really a beautiful touch. They could have used some of the movies, they could have used more direct from the comic book, but they went for the animated series, and I'm telling you, it really works for this game. But I'll tell you what else works for this game. You're not playing the Bat. No. That's been done before, too many times. But what hasn't been done enough, it's been done, but not enough, is getting to play from the villain's side. Yeah, that is one of the main things, besides my love of zombie dice, that drew me to wanting to play this game. And then getting a chance to play it, I knew I had to buy it. And that's exactly what happened here. And it is such a fun game. And the way you play the villain is really very simple. Each villain has their own unique ability that sort of bends what's happening with the dice on each roll. And normally it's something that could just be done once on one roll. But it's really enough to change up your strategy. It has changed mine several times, just depending on whether I'm playing Riddler or Poison Ivy or Catwoman or Joker. What they can do takes the basic mechanism from zombie dice and sort of evolves it, advances it a step. And for this game, since you're playing such, as I said, iconic characters as Joker and Catwoman, of course you're going to have to up the game. And this dice game does it perfectly. Now, not only is this a fast-played game, but this is something I would classify as an addictively fast-played game. And what I mean is, when the game is over, after that 10 minutes or so, 15, depending on how many players you have and how lucky some of the rolls are, you want to play again. You want to grab the dice, you want to grab a score pad all over again and start again. This very quickly escalates not just to a game, but to a best of blank game. And usually that number grows as you're playing. Okay, best out of 3. And then by the time you get to 3, best out of 5. And it does. It keeps going. That is why I call this an addictively fast game. The only thing I really think that this game lacks, and I do say this in part to what they did earlier with Zombie Dice, is it lacks expansions. Just as Zombie Dice had Zombie Dice 2 double feature and Zombie Dice 3 the school bus, I would like to see them do something similar with this. Have an expansion that's maybe just more villains, and then a sort of a big expansion like the D12, the large D12 expansion for Zombie Dice 3 school bus. You know, have something like that for maybe Batwoman or Batgirl or Robin or Nightwing, something like that, to add in another hero die of possibilities during the game. But I really have no fault for the game, because it is exactly what it is, and it does exactly what they intended the game to do. So because of that, I thank them for coming together and putting this game out and giving it to all of us. Again, if you're looking for a fast play, easy game, something that'll maybe get you in the mood for a bigger game that day, you know, for like a bigger game of Sentinels in the Multiverse, or Avengers Infinity War, or Batman Gotham City, whatever it is, this is a superhero game that's fast played. It'll get you in the mood. It'll keep that going. You're waiting for a couple of the players to show up, bam, throw this out, and you're going to have fun till they get here. In fact, so much fun when they get here, they're going to want to play, and it's going to put the big epic game, whatever it is you had planned for the day, it's going to put that on pause. But it's going to be fun, and it's fast enough, it'll be worth it. So please, check out Batman the Animated Series, the Dice Game. You're going to like it. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming. And my friends, I am out of here.